Yes, Assalamu alaikum. Thank you, Chishti Sahab. Question comes in mind, what I'm understanding. The question is fiqh is different for every individual and every city and time and circumstances. So or fiqh is universal for the whole entire universe, one fiqh. So please, if you can answer this question. Assalamu alaikum.
Yes, the fiqh changes from person to person. And that is the meaning of fiqh, the deep understanding and answer to the problems of individuals. For example, if a person has a disease, if a person is not able to make wudu, a person, for example, is walking with a urine bag. The question is, can he pray in the hospital while he is lying with a urine bag? Yes. Similarly, for example, if his right hand is not functional, he has plaster of Paris, he had an accident, so he should make wudu with his left hand, and he should wash only the leftover portion without his right hand. He can wipe over his right hand. But if both of his hands are not functional, somebody else will make tayammum for him, or somebody else will wipe water on his face and legs. So the fiqh will change from person to person. If a man can stand in the prayer, he must stand. He cannot be given a fatwa that you can sit and pray. But if a man cannot stand, a fatwa can be given for him to sit and pray. But if a man cannot stand and even cannot sit on a chair, then he can be given a fatwa to lie down on a bed and offer his salah. And the famous hadith of Imran bin Hussein radiyallahu ta'ala an. He had a disease of bawasir. And Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam told him, Imran, if you cannot pray in the state of standing, then sit down and pray. And if you cannot pray by sitting, if you feel difficulty, so ala jump, on the right side, you lie down and you bend towards your right and offer your salah. So the rule is, more difficulty you have, more relaxation shall be given. Less difficulty you have, less relaxation shall be given in fiqh. And if you don't have any excuse, if you don't have any difficulty, no relaxation shall be given. So now, the answer to the second part of your question, if the weather or climate changes or the country is different, the jurisprudence also changes. For example, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam sent Amr bin al-As radiyallahu ta'ala an with some Sahaba towards north, towards Jordan and Palestine. And, he was there, and it was winter, and most likely they had a snow, and the temperature was freezing. And Amr bin As had a wet dream, and he became Jumbi. He was in the state of impurity. He was the leader of the group. He was the Amir of that group. So he told Sahaba at the time of Fajr that I am in the state of Janaba. I am in the state of impurity. I will not take a bath now because the water is so cold, and I will make tayammum. So he made tayammum and he led the prayer. And Sahaba, they were very reluctant, but since he was Amir, they followed him. And they came to Medina after a few days, and the issue was raised in front of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And the Sahaba complained that he led the Salah as Amir while he was in the state of impurity. He did not take a bath at the time of Fajr, and he made the tayammum. So Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam asked him. He said, I thought and I recalled the ayah of Quran, وَلَا تُلْقُوا بِأَيْدِيكُمْ إِلَى التَّهْلُكَةِ. And in another riwayah, لَا تَقْتُلُوا أَنفُسَكُمْ. Don't kill yourself. So the water was very cold. I thought if I take a bath from this cold water, I may die. So I said, well, I'm going to enjoy this facility of tayammum, and made a tayammum, and I led the prayer. So Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam laughed until the Sahaba saw, his teeth. He smiled openly, and he accepted. And Amr bin al-As was a mujtahid, and he knew the Quran, and Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam retained that. So since the water was very cold, the climate was very cold, a relaxation was given. Similarly, people, for example, if they are in Canada, or for example, we have our army in Siachen Heights. Siachen Heights in the heights of Himalaya. So they may not find enough water for wudu. They carry only enough water to drink. So what shall they do? So they can make tayammum. But the question is, there is no soil there. It is all ice. What to do? So Imam Malik rahimahullah gave a fatwa that a tayammum can be made on snow also. You see, this fatwa is good only for those people who are living in that situation where hot water is not available, where water is not in abundance, water is available only for food and drink, not for wudu and ghusl, and where soil is not available. So they can make tayammum on top of snow and ice also. So the end result, is that the fiqh and jurisprudence changes from situation to situation, and it changes from person to person. And this is the common sense. Fiqh means any faqaha and tafaqquh and it must change from person to person, time to time, and situation to situation. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.